Okay, hello everyone from YouTube and TikTok. Welcome to What If Deku Was in the Naruto universe. Had this idea a bit in a while. Just trying to figure out something unique about both characters that can kind of not clash the universes, but more align, make it fit into the story. Which I actually have. It's gonna be some cheesiness, but inevitably it would come together. This is Along, and we begin the story. In the beginning of the Naruto universe, or more aligns with Madara, Uchiha, and the first Hokage. There was many Genkais back then, same with all the villages being formed, all the clans and whatnot. But an exception for one other clan. This clan would be named the Watchers. A clan so powerful, it would not be founded until Uchiha's inevitably did, at trying to ask for help against the war, the first ninja war, with Uchiha's versus Senju's. This would have the Watchers, how would you say, decline the offer. They know if they help, even more negativity would be affected, or more negativity would be put out in the future. So, as the Watchers live a peaceful life after the war has ended with Tobirama and everyone else, Tsunade, First Hokage, and everyone like Madara Uchiha and his brother, everything has passed. The Watchers would slowly get assassinated one by one. This would lead on to the extinction of the Watchers. The extinction of the Watchers would lead on to the point that there will only be minimal Watchers left. Watchers had the unique ability of the third view. This Genkai, or their special ability, they will be able to see what could have happened, what will happen, future, past, and present, once at a time. This ability was very powerful, allowing the Watchers to live in peacefulness until inevitably they could no longer stop themselves from interfering and inevitably getting wiped out. Oh, hello, how are you? Welcome. As the Watchers were wiped out one by one, the second war would appear, with Madara and the first Hokage, and inevitably they would both pass. And of course, technically, if you see the nine-tailed fox versus the leaf, I mean, technically it's a war, but I mean, nah, not really. So yeah. As then, there would be the nine-tails attack. Now let's go all the way to the Watchers. To be able to live on, they needed a certain group of about 10 people to hide in a cave, or mainly the woods, for hopeful survival. Oh, what am I doing? I am doing What If Deku Was in the Naruto universe, if you are wondering. Yeah. This would inevitably appear to be futile. Many of the Watchers will die in the process of trying to survive, either being picked on by Senju, Uchiha, or just anyone in general. They're so powerful that every single clan was against them, or at least their ability was. Yeah. So, inevitably, it only came down to 5. As hard as they could, they, with the last child of the Watchers, they had to put a seal. Many seals, in fact. So many seals it would have to cover the child itself. Or the little baby. I'll say this is the about of the same time as the Nine Tails attack. So, give or take, same age of Naruto. I'll say like maybe a bit older, I guess. Give or take a couple hours or a day older. So yeah, like kind of on that verge, but yeah. This seal will not just give This seal would help Naruto survive. I mean, he is covered in it, but the seal would inevitably drain chakra for the child to consume as, a replacement for actual food. So, over the time, people would, try to figure out the history of the Watchers. The Watchers, they would be ancient textures and other things. Just things of books. The amount of chakra, and I mean the amount of chakra these Watchers had, were so immense that the only people that can actually comprehend or even try to attempt these such jutsus are Uzumakis. And even so, Uzumaki still had a 50-50 chance of actually completing the jutsu due to how much chakra it was needed to actually perform. So, years have gone by at this, or not years, give or take like a couple days now, after the Naruto attack, everyone, Naruto gets not adopted by Hiruzen, but, Hiruzen does his thing, kind of left alone at his own mother's and father's funeral, which is kind of messed up that I found out about Naruto later on. Ooh, lucky I'm not in the Naruto universe, or I'll be giving Hiruzen these 1-2. Anyways, yeah. Practically left alone, the child would inevitably grow up into be Naruto. Naruto would grow up same, I guess, pretty similar, honestly, not gonna lie. I'll say maybe with some things lightened, or depending on the storyline, But I'll say most of the lines, since I'll say the Uzumakis did attempt to, recover the Watcher's data, they were also targeted by, everyone else. So, or at least, the people who wanted the power, so yeah. So, leading on to the, back, back in the past, inevitably having their own, the Whirlpool clan erased, or, wiped out as well. Meaning that Naruto is one of the few Uzumakis left. With Kirin and, everyone, a couple, I say I think there's a couple other Uzumakis. Maybe like 3 to 4. About that much. Don't know how many there actually are, but about that. After that, there would be the... Oh yeah, back to Izuku. Oof. Izuku, or after, eating so much chakra, the seals on his body that are completely covering him would kind of start to be consumed themselves, but slower than the actual consumption around the life around it. Give or take, not Naruto, but Deku's practically a chakra fruit tree on his own. So yeah. Basically, having the power and chakra control, or chakra storage of just an immeasurable godly amount, he would have no natural infinity for any jutsus at all. But his body would very physically be filled with chakra to like a compacted extent. Think of Tsunade, but due to the amount of chakra Naruto actually has, his strength, just by chakra alone, would practically have Tsunade's, chakra fists and whatnot, but just a daily thing he has on him. as you inevitably, it would go to a certain point where Midoriya's body would dramatically be changing over the years, as to the age of, I'll say 1 at this point. So he's been in there for a complete year. And you can say it's gotten so bad that his chakra consumption has practically started manifesting into actual chakra forming, going to him. Kind of leading, like, you can physically see the chakra going to a location. Basically. And everyone sensed that, there was a giant chakra, being, obtained, or thinking it was some sort of, it was some sort of not nine tails, but some type of Jubi or tailed beast attack. So not Senji, but the Black Ops or Flip. What were they called again? Not the Black Ops, but I forgot what they're called. I think they were called Ambu. That was called, the Ambu. So yeah, Ambu, not just that, but it would be to the point where, remember, his the seals he has on him conceals his presence. So it's kind of, thinking over, they're kind of, going all over, trying to find where the chakra is going, but yet not finding it due to the seals. At a point, the seals would inevitably themselves would be consumed by the chakra, or by Midoriya. So, yeah, the seals will inevitably start leaking out Midoriya's chakra, inevitably leading to a giant just chakra explosion. Or not chakra explosion, but an implosion of chakra. As there would be an explosion of chakra, and basically all the Ambu would be there surrounding this little spot, as they would see tags everywhere. These will being seals. The seals no longer having power and gaining. So, these will be, retaining their power, meaning that they will be absorbed by Naruto. So technically, if you think about it, Naruto has technically 2 abilities. But yeah. Since the ability of third point of view, or third view, has to, consume so much chakra, that inevitably led to, the 1 year absorption of just chakra in general. So Midoriya's body physically is just insane with chakra. Leading on to Hiruzen finding him, or Ambu taking him to Hiruzen and asking what they should do with the child. And then, inevitably on the blanket, having a tag on it, Last Hope Watchers. As Hiruzen would know what this means, and would have to immediately get rid of the tag, and, use some sort of fireball jutsu or anything to disintegrate the tag before anyone can see. The Watchers were so feared by that they're the only other clan that was worse than New Uchihas. So if you think about it, kind of led to their own downfall of being just powerful in general, so yeah. The next thing is that he would be granted one of the, if not shadiest places. He would also have seals all over his body. Since, Hiruzen wanted to protect the child, so, having a watcher inside of the leaf gives them a immense power up. So, think of Kurama seal, but for chakra. Yeah, that's all over Midoriya's body, literally. It's all over his body. Like bandages. Or like a full cast, basically. So, while having this, he would actually grow up pretty normal, honestly, but wouldn't be able to fit anywhere. It's weird. It's very weird. he would feel like it's his home, but at the same time, he doesn't fit in. This would lead on to the basis of inevitably, the two main protagonists. I'm not counting Sasuke since Sasuke is kind of a Naruto protagonist or anything. I'll talk about Sasuke later, but yeah. Inevitability of, Naruto meeting Deku. Or technically Deku meeting Naruto. Because I'll say Naruto, Hiruzen didn't want to make anything sus or suspicious. So he kind of raised Naruto or raised Deku in secret. But not at the same time. So he kind of, fed in him. But he never kind of gave him a home or shelter. He just kind of like, okay, here's food. Here's what you need for today. So, practically, Hiruzen just giving him what he needs for, like, a day by day. And, in the daytime and nighttime, Deku's kind of just wandering, I guess? He's kind of just wandering the village, just walking, just like, just being a child and exploring. And inevitably, that exploring would lead on to Naruto. Hold on, I actually gotta drink some more Gatorade. I'm getting pretty thirsty. Okay, I'm back. Good Gatorade. Leading on to the fact that Naruto himself, I keep getting both of them confused. That Deku himself, remember, I said third point of view. It's practically sensory, but on a whole nother scale, basically. He's able to see everything on his planet, or, basically in his planet, since, I'm not, not making him that overpowered, but at the same time very overpowered. He can see everything on that planet. Everything that could have happened, anything that could happen, will happen, future, past, present, everything. So just a bit, how would you say, decreased, you can say. And since, he does have all the seals on him and whatnot, it's dramatically increased. Or since he can barely use it, it's give or take more like, he can only see his body. So, when he does use third point of view, he sees his body, but he kind of, like a third point of view in a video game, he can kind of just move his body. But besides that's the best his third view can do when he has the seals on him. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll say he can tell if something's suspicious or something. Like if something, someone has some sort of mentality towards him, like, if they want to kill him, bloodlust or anything like that. Kind of like read their emotions, you can say. But besides that, nothing else. So, Midoriya doing this would lead on to the inevitability of friending Naruto. Where this starts, I keep on saying Naruto. Deku one day would be walking. This walk, he would be happy, very happy, just naturally. But out of a sudden, he would feel a wave of sadness and anger and hatred, despisement, resentment from a certain area. So, wanting to know, being the nosy person he is, naturally, he would, inevitably walk to the area and see Naruto on the swings and everyone else passing, or in, the ninja school, ninja academy, just kind of, as you saw in the anime, kind of, badmouth him, basically, as he sat on, the swings. Going out of the crowd, everyone would see a green-haired boy walking. They would see this boy and wonder who he is, but not who he is, but what he's doing. Remember, Naruto was the only person not told anything. Like, this man does not know anything about the leaf whatsoever. I mean, he does know the basic laws and whatnot, but he doesn't know about, you know, the entire Nine Tails attack and whatnot, basically. He knows nothing of that at all. Nor was he told the rules of, you know, Nine Tails. You know, that's the beast and one, blah, blah, blah. You know, the Chinchilla game and whatnot. So, you know, the intelligent person he is, he would walk up to, hey, I'm Izuku. What's your name? As with a saddened expression of Naruto's face would glow for a bit. I'm Naruto. As they would begin a conversation. So, what you doing alone, Naruto? I don't know. No one likes to be around me. No one wants to be my friend. I'll be your friend, Midoriya exclaims. And this, as soon as they high-five and become friends, Kurama would open an eye. Not to, you know, express any chakra, but just to look at what's in front of him. Because he feels himself a dramatic ocean of chakra. Or at least seal chakra when they have 5K. So, as soon as he saw Deku, he was like, hold up, what is this? Hold up. And then I inevitably went back to sleep because he's too lazy to deal with this. So, basically. So, after playing with Naruto, people would be suspicious of Midoriya, but would kind of try and guide Midoriya or Izuku out of the scenario with Naruto and kind of bully Naruto as well. But with Deku or Izuku's personality that his niceness is, he would inevitably not listen to anyone and kind of just hang around Naruto. No one really knows who Naruto is. I mean, not Naruto. No one really know who Midoriya is, nor why he's there. They would all they would know is that, yeah, Hiruzen taking care of him, and that, you know, that's all. You know, all they know is the name, and that's practically all. No history, no nothing. Just kind of plop, just existed, I guess. This would kind of get a lot of people thinking, but inevitably would think, you know, he's probably some sort of child friends of, you know, Hiruzen or something. So, yeah. Or just some random person, you know, Hiruzen got up. Ooh, trust me, just wait until Deku finds out that Senju kind of killed his clan, same with the Uchihas and Uzumakis. Yeah, this man, you can say he about to have these hands are ready to eat for everyone, so yeah. Midoriya's chakra control would be excellent. All the point to where he can kind of compress his chakra, but not by that much. I mean, I'll say you can feel, like, I mean, he can compress his chakra, but the hint of chakra is still in the air, like the smell of chakra, you know, just the essences of chakra are still in the air from how much chakra he has. And the thing is, Naruto was kind of just there. He never really wanted to be a ninja. He kind of, you know, inevitably Naruto wanted to be a ninja, so he kind of, you know, joined Naruto and, you know, becoming a ninja. Because, you know, he wants to, you know, be with his best friend, so yeah. I'll say he is very intelligent, very. I'm pretty sure he's on top of the class, if anything. Or at least decent when it comes to tactility. Or when it comes to weaknesses of, like, certain jutsus and whatnot, he would be very, you know, excellent. But when it comes to actually performing the jutsus or anything like that, give or take, he's, like, the same lane as Naruto. But I can't say anything. He's on the same lane as Naruto when it comes to, like, chakra or jutsus or in general. So basically what he does is with Naruto, you know, inevitably Shikamaru and everyone else will take note of him, and you know, Sasuke, the almighty Sasuke. Ugh, I'm emo. My brother killed my clan and whatnot. You know, he himself would just, whatever. It's not until the combat portion that stuff actually starts to take a change. Why do I say this? Yeah. This man basically made an entire new form of chakra. Or not chakra, but entire new form of jutsu. Called plasma jutsu. I'll say you kind of combine thunder or lightning style. Hold up, I think... Oh wait, how do you make thunder style? I think you need, like, fire and... No, I think thunder style is on its own, or lightning style is on its own. But I think it's a branch of the fire style, or natural 4 elements. Anyways, yeah, yeah, basically, you know, he kind of creates his own version of, like, I guess, a style, which is called plasma style, I guess. Plasma style. As you know, if you know what I'm about to do with this plasma style, you know this man's this man's gonna throw a mean Chidori, bro. Low key, he about to be throwing them mean Chidoris, bro. Man, Sasuke ain't gonna be able to compete, nah, bro. This man Sasuke gonna need a whole new jutsu, like, bro, nah. Like, bro, this man, ooh, wait until the Raikage hears about this man. Ooh, yo, this man Raikage about to be jealous of this dude. Okay, so combat portion, you know, Naruto versus Sasuke, you know, Ino versus Sakura, you know, just natural, you know, just 1v1s, I guess, just combat portions. You know, Naruto losing to Sasuke, getting angry, you know, inevitably, no one really questions him, but everyone's curious about Deku, since they never really, okay, so what Hiruzen did to kind of avoid anyone figuring out who Midori is, they kind of had his, you know, name as, you know, Izuku, or, you know, even so, they kind of just put Deku or Izuku, just put theirs too. But, you know, he put, like, kind of, not a law, but kind of a thing, you know, just call him Deku or something. Because, you know, he's trying to hide, you know, Izuku's identity. You know, I'll say Naruto's the only one who actually knows what, you know, his first name. So yeah, or like his name in general. So when Sasuke tried to 1v1 Deku, you could say it didn't go so well, you can say. Yeah. You can say Sasuke with his cockiness did a fireball jutsu, burning off some of the seals on Naruto's body, and yeah. This man's chakra just duplicated by 3. This man has 3 times the chakra. And remember, it's kids, so, you know, it's not that much chakra. So I'll say about Kid Naruto when he's in Team 7 chakra, about that much. So yeah, I mean, it's decent for a starter, I guess. Inevitably. Got you. Inevitably, you know, Naruto would look at, you know, something from Naruto's hand. And something within Midoriya's mind would, like, use your energy. Or something, I don't know, just something cool. As you know, he's like, how he got off the seals is that through his clothing. You know, with Sasuke's fireball jutsu, and I'll say, what else he has? I'll say, like, all we really know from the beginning is that, you know, Sasuke has, like, fireball jutsu, and maybe, like, I think he has, like, thunder style, I think. Yeah, I think it's Fire style? Fire style and wind style? I don't really know. It never really... I don't think... no, I think it's a thunder style. And, fire style that this boy Sasuke has. So I say he tried to kind of... No, because he wouldn't know Chidori or, like, any type of electric moves. So I guess he'll just try to spam Fireball Jutsu on flipping Deku, and Deku was like, you know, Seal just coming off like, doo. Kind of like the 8 gates almost, but like, way, like, just, yeah. You know, as soon as the first Seal, now I'll say there's about, give or take, like, how many Seals should there be? You know, I'll say there's about 8 Seals. Why not? Okay, so, should there? Yeah, I'll say there's 8 Seals. So, basically, Sasuke took out the first Seal and instantly, like, Hiruzen knew. Because everyone felt that just dramatic chakra, you know, exchange. Just, boom, chakra. Like, basically. So everyone's like, hey, yo, what? Yo, I just feel this chakra, you know. Because I'll say at this point, he doesn't know yet how to conceal his own presence. So, you know, he kind of, you know, bad chakra control right now. So, yeah. So everyone just feels his chakra, and then out of nowhere, fine, my turn. Huh. As he would, do some random hand signs that look like a thunder dragon. Thunder Dragon. Fist. As you know, instantly Hiruzen was like... Or I'll say not Hiruzen, but what was his name? What was his name? Hold on, give me a bit. Asuma will appear. Asuma would appear. Hey, kid, don't want to kill anyone, don't you? Be careful with that attack. You could have severely injured it. As you know, I'll say it wasn't that, but I'll say if he did any harder, he would inevitably release the second seal on top of himself. So then it would have been, you know... Okay, think of the 8 seals as kind of concealing the 8 gates that he has. And then if he, you know, if the 8th seal is released, it's no 8 gate, bro. I guess it is the 8th gate, but then after that, if he surpasses that power, he gains, you know, his entire lineage of just chakra he's been absorbing for the entire year. So, yeah. Who doesn't, like, bro, first gate opened. Yo, Mike Guy thought it was Rock Lee for a second. Like, low-key, he thought it was Rock Lee for a second. As you know, Mike Guy is there as well. With Asuma. It's like... Asuma, you know, having a thunder hand out, he literally grabbed Izuku's hand, pinned it to the ground, because he knows very well that could have, you know, not, you know, hurt him, but it could have definitely kind of stunned him a little. So he literally had to not grab his physical hand, but kind of grab, like, his arm and then pin it to the ground. Okay, kid, you don't want to kill him now, don't you? As no one sees what just happened. As everyone just sees this bluish, greenish aura around Midoriya's hand. And then it immediately fading. So, yeah, that's cool. As if you're wondering, Asuma has been taking care of Deku. Or more lines has at least paid more attention to Deku than Hiruzen has. I'll say for plot convenience, because I mean, yeah, you know, I need these 3 characters to be connected somehow, so yeah. As he would inevitably, you know, stop the attack, as that attack had so much power when he kind of aimed it and kind of threw it, before it hit Sasuke, it kind of did like a kind of a thunder essences, where it kind of, you know, instead of wind pressure, it was kind of like crackles of thunder, or like bits and pieces of like sparks of thunder. So Sasuke was like, this man felt that, you know, he felt that chakra going towards him. Like, what? Paralyzed out of just surprise. Like, hold up, what? What is this chakra? What the what? Practically. Not him. Just okay. I'm not messing with that. Okay. I know my place now. Yeah. I'm the second best at least. So yeah, him just thinking upon himself again, and you know, inevitably after this encounter, now Asuma would pay attention to Deku. So you know, Asuma going to Ruzen's office. Hey, Ruzen, Lord Third. Do you mind if I take care of this kid? As you know, inevitably he agrees. Because, you know, Asuma himself knows nothing about, you know, what happened. I'll say he does know when Hiruzen tells him. He's like, okay, so this is what happened. I'd say he'll tell him the basis, but he wouldn't tell him what clan he is. He'll just say that, you know, his clan was wiped out, not what the clan was. So, yeah. All Asuma would know is that he's from a powerful clan. When it came to certain things. After that, there would be... I'll say the test. The academy test, actually. Well, not academy test. I'll say give or take, like, you know, a couple more, you know. Give or take a couple years. So, yeah, I'll say like 2 years. I think that happened, like, decent amount. So, yeah. It would appear now as the fight would be over. And Naruto and him would kind of, you know, go off on their own thing. Naruto feeling... Okay, now we go to the test because I can't think of anything else to talk about in between. So let's go to the ninja test. As, you know, Naruto fails as usual. The thing is, with Deku... Unlike, kind of like Naruto, he would kind of expel too much chakra. But when he expelled chakra, it kind of, how would you say? How do I say this in the best time? Asuma was there to kind of keep an eye. And as soon as this man released the chakra to try and make a shadow clone, thunder would instantly form around him. As you know, everyone had to get out the way of the radius of it. As you know, Asuma was like, "Hey, remember what I taught you. Inside of your body." As you know, inevitably it would dive down, and this would form into, I'll say, it would be weird. Because it wouldn't be a clone, but at the same time it would. Give or take, it would take the shape of a clone, yes, or technically be a clone, but give or take, it would be made out of lightning. And it's not a lightning clone either. It's like, you can literally see it's lightning. Like, it's lightning, just give or take sentient lightning this man practically did. So, practically, this man can make lightning elementals. Or at least clones of lightning, I guess. I mean, they're him, but just lightning, though. Since it's technically not a clone. I mean, technically it's a clone, just lightning. It's confusing. So, yeah. As you know, they would see this and try to touch it, but as soon as they try to touch the clone, it would kind of zap them from the amount of chakra it has within it. And then slowly but surely, you know, the chakra will kind of go back into Deku. Them being surprised, Sasuke being mad. You know, girls and whatnot doing their stuff, you know. Half of them are, you know, kind of flirting over Sasuke. The other half are kind of flirting over Deku. So, yeah. And then I'll say, the thing is, to conceal Midoriya's identity more, he does have that mask or guard he has on himself, or at least on his mouth, so no one can really completely see. I mean, they can see his eyes, and then, you know, since he does have the headband, you know, they can barely see what he actually looks like. Because I'll say he always had, like, a green hood over him that Hiruzen gave him. So no one never really saw what he actually looks like. And that would be giving the, you know, sincerity of unknowingness. Since he technically doesn't know anything about it. So, you know, everyone wondering, kind of like Kakashi when, you know, people wanted to know what Kakashi's identity was or what he looked like. Never really, you know, kind of, yeah. So, I'll say, who else? I'll say, it'd be, like, divided. So, I'll say, you know, Hinata's still, you know, into flipping Naruto, of course. I'm not changing that. That's still canon. But for, I'll say, Deku ship, what would be a good ship? I don't know. I might say it later on, because there's a lot of unique ships I can do here. I would do Kirin, but that would be too easy. I would do Chakra, but that would kind of, you know, prevent the creation of Sarada. That's a hard one. That's a pretty hard one, not gonna lie. That's a pretty hard one. For reasons, I'll say it's Ino. I'll say Ino is, you know, flirting over him. So, I'll say, quote-unquote, Deku's the quiet kid, you can say, out of a class. Because, okay, let me give you the basis of his personality. If you mess with Naruto, he don't like you. Like, he low-key don't like you, bro. He would low-key, like, just, bam, thunder. Yeah, he would just release his aura. This man's aura is electricity. Flipping electricity, bro. If that don't tells you to go away, then I don't know what will. Like this man. So inevitably, people kind of are forced, or at least the you know, the Deku simps are forced to kind of like Naruto inevitably to the point where they kind of accept Naruto as, you know, hey, you know, inevitably Naruto does gain other friends besides Deku. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, inevitably there is, you know, Asuma, you know, does, you know, drop by a bit to make sure, you know, this man ain't electrocuting the entire classroom. But yeah. What else would there be? It's gonna be a long video, no lie. But anyways, next to that, I'll say, you know, Ino does, you know, I'll say Sakura does try to hit Naruto and with that, all that stuff. But with Deku there, yeah, he wouldn't be able to. Loki, he wouldn't be able to, or she wouldn't be able to. Because Naruto's like, nah, bro, hands off. If you ain't his friend and you ain't like his crush, then yeah, you ain't touching this dude. I'll say Hinata's like kind of one of the only exceptions from the very beginning to kind of hang around with them. Because I'll say, you know, inevitably Deku does find a way to kind of have Hinata join him in Naruto. Somehow, I don't know how. Probably through like niceness or something. Or like just quiet kids. Or like the three just quiet kids. We got the shy, quiet kid. We got the bullied, quiet kid. And then we got just like, you mess with my friends, you're gonna get curve stomped, quiet kid. So, yeah. Basically, that's what Midoriya is. Midoriya, he's a very serious person, or at least takes things over seriously. And takes them to like a whole nother level. Of course, kind of a bit like Sasuke, but like worse. Since he doesn't know how to have fun. And, you know, Asuma tries to kind of put in, you know, the fun into him. But Asuma kind of has barely any time for Deku. But is there to kind of, you know, feed him and, you know, have shelter for him. And, you know, oh, wait. Asuma's, no, what was her name? No, I forgot Asuma had a... What was her name? No! Where's Saimoda? Asuma. What was this girl's name? I know she was Kurenai. Yes, Kurenai Sensei. Kurenai Sensei, that was the name. Name a car for edit. Hypersport, why not? Hypersport. That's a pretty cool looking car. Hello, Fortnite God 23. Welcome to the live. So where was I? Oh yeah, Kurenai Sensei. That was, I think that was you know, Asuma's, you know, thing. So yeah. That would be a thing. So I'll say Kurenai is there, but she's not. I'll say, like, you know how Asuma's there? I'll say, you know, while he's at least there, Kurenai Sensei is always on missions or something. So, yeah. So, Kurenai never really actually gets a chance to kind of meet Deku. So, yeah. Let's go to... Let's see, what other arcs they have? I kind of forgot. We have the training arc, team choosing, yeah. I low-key forgot about... I almost forgot about that. That's basically, like, the entire, like, anime is about. It's literally about teamwork. About, you know, teams, 3 teams. So, you know, canon team, you know, Naruto, Sasuke, Chakra, you know. But for Deku's team... what should be Deku's team? So we have Deku. Okay, so out of like all of like the ninjas in the classroom of Naruto, who would be good? So Midoriya really has the power advantage upon anyone, besides maybe like a few. But even so, it's more of a kind of. It's weird. His ability's weird because it kind of consumes his own chakra as well, which is kind of weird. So kind of a fighting back against, you know, his ability does consume chakra, but at the same time it also sometimes consumes his own chakra. So it's kind of like an on and off thing if you think about it. So I guess he somewhat has a power advantage. But yeah, at the same time he doesn't know how to control it, so technically it mostly goes out of control. So that's why he doesn't use it much. Or since his body is able to contain it, it's just it's not able to use it properly without the proper training. So yes, I'll say he has like the most unique-ish ability. So I'll say, what's a good combo? Huh. You know what? Because I need Midoriya inevitably to go rogue one day in this what if, I'll say Sai's in there a bit earlier in the anime. So I'll say Sai. What else? We have Sai. We have... Because Sai isn't really he's kind of just there to kind of, with Danzo kind of just spy in Midoriya and figure out what he looks like and whatnot, or like just information in general. Yo, why did I think of this? Hanabi! Yo! I'm sorry, that was a bit loud. Hanabi Hyuga! Yo, why did I not think of this? Okay, so Sai, Deku, and Hanabi Hyuga. Yes, I don't know why I picked those three, but they fit. Why? Because I don't know why. I just think it's a good combo. So we basically got the up close and kind of like close range. And then with Midoriya's aura, it's kind of far range-ish, or at least he can guide the aura somewhere. But, unable to control it to a certain extent. And then we have Sai, which is kind of like a long-range fighter. So we got close range, mid-range, and then far range. Which is pretty, that covers, all the three ranges, basically, of fighting. So yeah, they're all equally pretty good. So let's see what their sensei is. I know what their sensei is going to be. What was his name? The wood-style user. Can't remember his name. Hold up, let me go see what this dude's name is. Wood style. What style jutsu from? I think Kabuto was his name. Maybe no. I think that's the dude that works with Orochimaru. What was his name? Technique. What was his name? Yamato. That's what I was on the roll. Yamato. Yamato would be his sensei. For reasons. So yeah. Why? Because I can't think of anyone else. I'm trying to think of an odd thing that kind of is on the verge of the main continuity of Naruto, but at the same time kind of on its own branch. So we got Sai, we got Deku, and we got Hanabi Hyuga with Yamato. Let's go. We got the decent people. Okay, we got the very good decent people. We got a scary sensei. They got a scary sensei, but it's just that look he gives. So yeah. Them eyes though, the eyes stare into your flipping soul. But anyways, yeah. Yamato, I'll say they're all pretty decent. I got pretty decent people in the team. So yeah, let's go. As you know, inevitably Hanabi, I'll say Hanabi doesn't know that much, so kind of doesn't care, but inevitably would shift to a friendship with him. Ish, I guess, more of a co-worker friendship. So yeah, jokes and everything, but inevitably, nah, basically. Okay, let's go. Hashirama. Isn't Hashirama the first, okay. I mean, that Hashirama, that actually would be pretty cool, though. Just out of nowhere, Hashirama just appears as, the, Sensei. Just, reanimation jutsu. Hashirama, just imagine, that'd be mad hilarious. Not gonna lie. I mean, I may do that, maybe in, the future on another What If. That'd be pretty funny. Just imagine if the Leaf allowed, certain, banned jutsus. I think there's, other jutsus that can, resurrect people. The one, I think Orochimaru used. He used two different jutsus too. He has actually no, I think it's reanimation jutsu, and then I think there's another jutsu he, used to revive him, reanimation, and I can't remember, but I don't know, remember afterwards, but yeah. I'll say this is the point where Midoriya's ability is kind of split, you can say. So his third point of view, or his Giga Genkai, is not into the future, but instead of just able to view himself, he's kind of able to read people's moves or natural moves. So like drunk Lee, like, you know, drunk style from like Lee's standpoint, or drunken fist, would be unnatural for Midoriya to fight. I'll say people who can naturally surprise him would be able to. So people like Naruto, which is very surprising. He just comes out with stuff out of nowhere, kind of just doesn't think of a plan, which is kind of good. So say he's able to kind of normal ninjas. He's able to kind of read their attacks to a certain extent, of course. But besides that, that's all. Or at least he's able to kind of come up with, like, you know, he lets them attack first and, you know, get their natural moves written down in his head. And then kind of observe and, like, see their patterns of their attacks and see what he can do to kind of, you know, counter that, basically. So kind of like a... What should I call it? What should I call this version of the ability? I shall call this enemy view. Why not? I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Good Gatorade. That's some good stuff. Oh. Prediction. Actually, no. It's called enemy prediction. That's a better name. I mean, technically not prediction, but I mean, it's the best name I can come up with for now. So, yeah. And remember, I'm giving Midoriya a couple abilities. Because, you know, of course, they have the, you know, of course in My Hero he has like 8 and like 9, I think. Like 8-ish, 9-ish abilities, I think. So yeah. So that's pretty basic. I'm gonna give him a couple of abilities, or at least for like every version of like fighting style there is. Like with the 3 basic fighting styles: long range, mid range, and close range. So yeah. Can you give me a shout? Sure. Shout out to Jason Todd 3120. Congrats, bud. Congrats. Anyways, let's see. I'll say that would be the team. So, you know, what was the dude's name? Yamato, Sai, and Hanabi. Their first mission, cause I'll say they're all pretty much trained, basically. So I'll say Hanabi was like the 3rd in ranks behind like Hinata, I'll say. And then, you know, of course, is Neji, but yeah. The first mission, because they're all pretty much trained to a very decent extent by the academy, so their first thing will probably be what is a good thing to think of? You know what? I think this is actually a good time to stop the video. This video has been very, very long. So, comment down what you think their first mission is. I'll see you all later, everyone, and thank you all for watching. What if Deku was in the Naruto universe?